Miss Land and Mr. Phillips showed up in court, appear to be under the influence of something at that time. They were drug tested. Mr. Phillips tested positive at that time. Miss Land supposedly tested negative. The bailiff didn't tell me until after court was over that her test was outside of the temperature range on the drug test.
You're in deep shit.
Typically, that means it's not her urine, it's someone else's because it's not warm, it's cold. So when the bailiff made me aware of that, after court, I asked the conditional release office to give her a drug test the next day.
Okay.
Magically, the next day, she tested positive for methamphetamines, amphetamines, I think perhaps cocaine. That's when she was taken into custody after that second test, not the first one.
Magic.
It wasn't above a 0.15, was it?
All right, let me see. On Mr. Silvis? No, you're right.
Yeah, 3,000. Okay, Mr. Elick. Hey.
I'm approaching on David Crumpholz Padilla, and have you had a chance to look at the TRAS? Okay. So in Brazos County, I actually just moved from there 6 months ago. They don't file cases right away. So he was arrested on the 28th. I think they got his blood. So in my experience, it may take 4 or 5 months before they file it. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. So
what are you suggesting?
You know, I think that he
needs help.
He does need help.
He needs help. There's no doubt about it.
I think
he's blacking out. He's memory loss due to alcohol. He's injuring himself because of alcohol. Can't stop. So it's a cry for help. So I want him to get help. But what they're suggesting is inpatient, outpatient. So what we'll do is I will give him the opportunity, and I'm going to tell him, you muck it up. Next time it's going inpatient, and that's it. Do you mind bringing him out? So let's extend it for a year. Where's he living now?
He lives in the Woodlands now.
Okay. Is there...
He has family here, actually in court. So I don't...
Here.
His mother is here.
Oh, great. Come up. Wonderful. I'm so happy you're here. Yay. Are you dad? Stepdad. I'm so happy you're here. This is great. I'm going to bring him out now. And I got to say, I'm happy that you didn't bond him out. Great. He needs to learn that it's not a joke. And I think that so far he's been taking it as a joke. So essentially what we did was I had him evaluated to see what's going on in his life, what he's doing, where he's going. It's not gone well, you know. 9th grade education, got his GED, which is great, but it looks like it's just gone downhill. Coming up, Mr. Crumpholz.
I need them to slide this for me.
Guys, if you go that.
No, family.
No, you can't.
Come on around.
Okay, it's a security
I need
issue.
you this way for me. That way. Counselor, I need you. Step this way. There you go. All right.
So the deal is this, is that the alcohol is kind of ravaged him. You know, we have self-destructive behavior. We've got memory loss, blackouts. From what is reported, wants to stop but can't stop kind of thing. The report says and indicates that you are to do intensive outpatient treatment program followed by supportive outpatient treatment program. I want to give you the chance to do this, Mr. Crumpholz, but I want you to understand that I'm not playing games. And that's why you are now still sitting in orange. And I'm not going to play this game with you again. I will give you but one opportunity to try to do this on your own. And if you're incapable of stopping, if you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to put you into an inpatient treatment facility. It's going to happen. It's whether are you going to be able to do it on your own? If not, then we're going to do it my way. And you're not going to like the way that I do it. But it's going to happen one way or the other. And I can extend you for the next 3 years, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to make sure that you're clean and sober. Not only does he have the case with us, but he has another one in another county. I don't know. Have you spoken to Mr. Inmate yet? Okay. The problem is that how are you going to pay for it?
How's he going to pay for it?
Because while he's in custody, I can pay for things. When he's out of custody, I can't pay for it. And I'll tell you, the intensive outpatient is around $500 to $600. How are you going to pay for this, Mr. Crumpholz? When is the last time you've had a job?
I haven't had work in about a month, but
Beforehand.
landscaping, like I said, Your Honor. And around this time is when I start doing Christmas lights. Well, my stepdad does the same thing, but I kind of learned from him, so I typically do it around this season.
There's no greater role model than a dad or a mom, really.
You'll be able to pick up enough business to pay for, pay for this.
Do you think he'll qualify for TAP funding?
I'm not sure what he reported to the probation officer. If you do another financial affidavit and see if he qualifies for TAP funding.
Okay, we're going to have you do an financial affidavit in hopes that you can qualify so that we can pay for it for you. If I can't, I want to pay for it for you. If I can, I will. That way you don't have to worry, because money is an additional stress that we don't need. I want him to have a device though. Okay. I want you to have a device so that I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If the one time you consume alcohol, you will get another warrant and you will stay with me this time. And I'm going to tell you now, the treatment facility, the program is a minimum 6 to 8 months if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be potentially there for 1.5 years in a treatment facility. Do you understand? It's going to happen one way or the other. That's it. So once he's released, must have a job within 30 days. So you have your own company, or what about?
Pressure washing, exterior cleaning. We do Christmas lights about this time.
What about Mr. Crumpholz working?
So we don't have the work right now. I have 2 employees currently. It just wouldn't be fair to.
No, and I'm not asking you to do anything that would. Okay.
But I have told David that, in fact, for example, we have 2 weeks of parking lot striping coming up next week. That, I would like him to be there. He's an amazing, amazing worker when his head is in the game. When the emotions, all those things get involved.
It's a great sign.
It gets a little more difficult, but.
That's the idea. You got to understand that this life is a journey, Mr. Crumpholz. And I'm going to tell you now, how old are you? You're 22. If you don't have any money, your life really is going to suck. Really, really bad. The divorce rate is so high in this country because one reason. No one has money. And when you don't have money, what happens? You start fighting. And when you fight, what happens? And it's a cyclical process. It's over and over and over. People fight. They have no money. They have no education. They have no way of getting money. And they can't buy anything. And then they end up fighting and they end up getting divorced. You set yourself up now and you work your ass now so that when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you have money. You can go on fabulous vacation, fabulous trips. You can buy a Jaguar, go to, a Michelin star restaurant. Landscaping, you will have a very tough life. Unless you're able to have some kind of extravagant, really kick-ass business.
I put a lot of work into it. I'm very creative and it's something I do like to do. I slacked. I haven't been doing what I was supposed to do.
It starts with one thing, a clear head. And as he said, you're an amazing worker when you have a clear head. That's all it takes. Mind over matter. That's what it's about. So I will give you this opportunity. It's the last time. I'm not going to do this again. You test positive again. You pick up a new case. I will keep you with me for a very long time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add or state?
His name is David. After King David, and just like King David, he was an amazing, had a big heart. My son has a big heart, and he had to go through this discipline as well. And I do believe that when David decides to honor God and surrender himself to God, there's going to be a lot of things that will happen for him. But he needs to start with him wanting to be better.
When you get out of here, where are you going?
Probably back to my grandma's house.
Oh, so that's what I'm getting at, you know. I'd like to do that, and there's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to give him a curfew because I don't think anything good will happen in the middle of the night. I don't want you out in the middle of the night because there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m, and I don't want you out. I want you to stay with mom so that she knows where you're going at all times. And I want you to either faithfully work or get back into school full time. If it were me, I would have you get back into school because the more education you get, it correlates the more money you make in life. That's it. You know, in life, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. No, it's very, very difficult to be a doctor. That's why they make so much. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Landscaping is an easy thing. That's why it's so difficult to make a lot of money in it. But if you get into school, get a great education, and you learn something that not many people know about, sky's the limit. I use this example a lot, and I know I got a lot of people waiting, but I have a friend of mine who, you know, we all made fun of because he worked at Chick-fil-A, right? But he really liked it, and he did really well at it. He started, you know, washing dishes at Chick-fil-A. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and he's making $400,000 a year, running 2 of the most successful Chick-fil-A's here in this county. Sick money he's making a year. He put his heart, put his soul into it. God, this guy's a limit. That's what's great about this country. That's what you need. And that's what's going to happen. And if not, you stay with me. You understand? So for the time being, you live with mom. You've got a curfew. Job within 30 days. Let's get the TAP funding and then IOP, SOP. And then, so the other thing is that he's got the case in the other county. I don't want him traveling other than having to deal with the case in that county as well.
Which device do you want me to get? The alcohol monitoring device?
The cheapest one, probably the portable device. Yeah. If you ever have any questions, if you ever have any issues, you know where to find me. I can always help you. If you see him slipping up, just let me know or let Mr. Elick know, and we'll do everything we can to help him. If you ever have any issues, call us, stop by, send me an email. I'm happy to help you in any way. We have another guy that reached out to me yesterday, is having issues, right? So email me and we're doing what we can to try to help him. So that's what it's about. You got to communicate with us and we'll help you. All right?
Okay. Your Honor, I do have a question. Will there be PO reporting?
Every month. Absolutely.
Testing and things like that?
Absolutely. I'm putting a device on him so I know that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to blow into this device daily to prove to me he's not consuming alcohol. He's also going to have to take, you know, weekly drug tests so that we know he's not, no marijuana, no mushrooms, no, nothing. You're not, no illegal drugs. You should be clean right now. Good. The next time I test you, if you test positive for marijuana, guess what happens? Right. It's not hard. Mind over matter. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming. All right. Good luck. Thank you, Ms. Reyes.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, morning, Judge.
Hi.